Welcome to LearnCity. Our topic of discussion for today is election and voters' responsibility. Election. Election can be defined as an act or process of voting for a candidate to represent the people of a country in the various arms of government. Election also means a formal process of selecting a person for public office. Election can also be reversed to the means by which the people in a country make political choices by voting for competing candidates or parties. Election is also a procedure that allows members of an organization or community to choose representatives who will hold a position of authority. The concept of election implies that the voters have alternatives and can choose among a number of proposals designed to settle an issue of public concerns. Now we are going to discuss the concept voter. A voter is a person who is eligible to participate in voting. Voters are also referred to as the electorate. That is, the voters are also referred to as electorate. Voting is a process of expressing one's choice of a candidate in an election. Now, we have different types of election, namely direct election, indirect election, by election, and so on. Now, we'll be talking about the direct election first. Direct election is the process by which voters vote directly to elect their representative for public office. That is, voters engage in election by voting directly or electing their representative for the public office. Advantages of direct election. Direct election is highly democratic. That is, it offers citizens the opportunity of choosing their leaders directly through an election. It makes voters have equal votes. That is, direct election makes it possible for voters to have equal voting because of the principle of one man, one vote applies. 3. Direct election promotes democracy. That is, direct election helps promoting the growth of democracy and political stability in the country. 4. It encourages accountability. Direct election makes elected leaders to be accountable, responsible, and responsive during their regime or their time in the government. 5. It is simple to practice. Direct elections are simple to adopt in many societies. It is very, very simple to practice. Now, indirect elections. Indirect election implies that a system whereby eligible voters elect their representative who would make the final selection of leaders on their behalf. And this involves the use of an electoral college. Now, the advantages of indirect election is that it is very cheap. It reduces electoral malpractices. It also reduces political violence and it enhances the quality of law made. Now, the Electoral College. The Electoral College is a body of elected representatives who assist in electing other political or public officers. Now, advantages of the Electoral College. The Electoral College reduces electoral malpractices. It is less expensive. It produces winners easily. And it makes voting very short and easy. Now we're going to talk about the other various types of election. We're discussing the by-election. The by-election refers to an election that is conducted to fill a vacant elective post due to recall or resignation or death of an individual holding given political office. 2. Runoff election. Runoff election is that kind of election that is reconducted due to disqualification or malpractice or annulment of the initial polls or election. It is usually ordered by election tribunal or court. 3. Referendum. Referendum is a type of election which deals with the yes or no vote of the people, particularly on laws in a given political system. It helps the government in knowing the opinion of people about an important issue of national interest or concern. For primary election, primary election refers to an election conducted within the party to elect the flag bearer of the party. 5. The plebiscite. The plebiscite means a type of election which involves a yes or no people's vote. That is, it is just a yes or no people vote. An example of that is the House of Assembly, the way the House of Assembly takes their votes.